I am Assad Arabi. I'm managing Trend Micro Business in Africa. Oh, Africa marketing is booming these days actually, because the same cyber attacks that we see in the Middle East, we see it in Africa as well. But the environment there is not ready as much as we have it in the Middle East. So a lot of security layers are missing. A lot of regulations are still need to be done, and a lot of attention need to be done to the security awareness as well. Oh, so we do see a lot of attraction to GITEX Dubai, particularly. Definitely earlier this year, we were part of GITEX Africa, and so many customers and partners have been there as well. But this time in GITEX Dubai, we have different types of African customers, particularly coming from the east of Africa to GITEX Dubai. And these organizations are people that we did not meet in GITEX Africa. So customers who are visiting us here in GITEX Dubai are coming particularly to listen about what we have as new innovations, what are the security layers that we are able to provide that they don't have, how can we help them mitigate the risks, and how can we help them addressing the complex cyber attacks that they see in Africa these days. Oh, so it's a little bit complex in Africa because it's very big content. So we have like 54 countries in Africa, and enabling all this is all these partners is a little bit require different arrangements and different logistics in order for us to reach them. What we are doing, we work in around, we have presence in around 10 countries in Africa. So our team there are working closely with these partners in order for us to enable them, in order for them to make sure that they are up to date with the latest innovations and technologies and solutions we have from Trend Micro. We do work continuously workshops with them, either on-prem workshop at their site or sometimes remote workshops, to make sure that they are up to date in terms of understanding about the complexity of the new cybersecurity attacks, about the new types of protections layer that are required, about the threats that we see in Africa particularly as well, and what do they need to do in order for them to bridge these gaps. And I would say that our partners there nowadays are very much enabled. We have around, in Africa, we have more than 150 certified people who have attended Trend Micro trainings, got the necessary certifications, and are going to the market to share their knowledge and experience with their customers. So usually we prefer to have regional distributors, and this is the business model that we follow in the Middle East, for example. And we did follow this model in Africa during the last few years. However, in Africa, there is a lot of challenges in different countries related to the currency fluctuations, related to the geopolitical conflicts, related to the countries that don't talk to each other, related to the geographical distances that we have there. So we do follow now a hybrid model where we have regional distributors in Africa, and we do have in some countries local distributors who are able to work closely with their partners, and this is facilitating the partners' job in terms of the having direct access to Trend Micro resources, in terms of the credits required to be achieved, and in terms of the local billing that usually our partners are. Yeah, actually, so we do see, as you mentioned, it's a big momentum we have in Africa. Luckily, this quarter we have grown by 100% in Q3 compared with the Q3 last year. So the potential is a huge. The sky is the limit, and we are picking this momentum by increasing our investment more and more. So we have doubled our investment in Morocco. We have doubled our investment in Egypt as well. We are opening in new markets at new countries that we did not have presence before. And we are getting, our team here is getting the senior management support and the green line on whatever resources is required. For example, we have participated in different government-sponsored conferences that talking about cloud security, for example, that talking about the on-prem security, that talks about the hybrid security, talking about the required zero trust technologies, for example. And this participation have helped us to deliver our message properly, as we need to align our message with the strategy of these countries, with the policies and regulations, there are so many countries in Africa that still require on-prem security. They don't go for SaaS, okay? And that's a challenge that luckily we are able to address in Trend Micro because we have our solutions comes in different flavors. There are on-prem and there are SaaS versions, there are the hybrid versions, and this have helped us to be able to achieve their requirements while meeting their regulations. And yeah, so actually our target for next year is that we are expecting Trend Micro to grow by 50% next year in our business in Africa. Yes, yes, yes. And we do see that in general the cybersecurity market is growing more than 10% year over year. But we do see that for us as a Trend Micro, our market share can really grow faster, much faster way, and we can have much faster growth in Africa because we have different layers of security in Trend Micro. So we have security for endpoint, for servers, for data centers, for networking. We have security for cloud, for email, for mobile, for identity. We have security for IoT, for OT. We have security for cloud. We provide, for example, for the cloud, we provide security for cloud workload, for cloud storage, for cloud networking, for cloud configuration, for cloud containers, for cloud native applications. So the sky is the limit with when it comes to the solutions that we provide. Now, all these now are consolidated together in our unique cybersecurity platform, Vision One, that's augmented with our managed XDR services. On top of that, we have our attack surfaces management, and on top of that, we have our zero trust. So when you look to all this together, they come together in one platform, our Vision One platform, which is kind of a full spectrum SOC platform that enable organizations to speed up the investigations by uncovering those priorities that need to be taken care, by providing actionable alerts, by providing automation for the complex response mechanism that need to be provided. So when we are able to do consolidation for the telemetry data that comes from all the sensors that we have in the environment, we are able to provide a unique perspective. We are able to detect alerts that, we are able to detect attacks that was not possible to be detected before due to their complexity. We are able to respond quicker. We are able to provide less noise, less false positive. We are able to provide actionable items. So, for example, in one of the reports that were published by a third-party ESG reports, they found that by using Vision One platform, they were able to reduce the number of alerts from 1,000 to 4. They were able to reduce the detection time from 11 minutes to 1 minute only. They were able to reduce the remediation time from 1,800 minutes to 6 minutes only, reducing the number of engineers from 6 engineers, full-time engineers, to 1 engineer only. So the Vision One platform is proving itself as being something that security analysts can rely on to increase their security posture, enhance their posture, to reduce the risks, to mitigate the risk, and to be able to stay ahead of the attacks rather than behind the cyber criminals. Well, so far the response was overwhelming. Frankly, okay, it's amazingly because of the high quality of the solutions that we provide. Yes, so we do work with the enterprise sectors, we do work with the government sector, we do work with we do work with the banking, we do work with the telecom, mainly with the enterprise sector we are working with. And we have proved that using Trend Micro solutions was able to protect their environment. I have a few organizations, for example, are using our solutions. Unfortunately, they got attacked on the part that they are not implementing Trend Micro, or the part that was implemented by Trend Micro has proved to be fully immune against these attacks. So we are getting very positive feedback from the customers, and this has encouraged them to add more and more security layers from Trend Micro, to rely on our services more and more, and to even now going with us to adopt the SOC model that we provide to our Vision One, and go for our SOC as a service as well, that will help them to manage their SOC through the services provided by Trend Micro. Yep, so I would say that the top 3 industries that we work with is the banking, the government, and the telco as well. These are the top 3 industry that are famous to use to use a train macro in Africa, and we have proved that we are really able to protect them, and we are able to support them very well because what they care about is support model, a reliable support model that they can rely on. So we have in Train Micro, we have a service one solutions that provide customers with an assigned technical engineer that can go to their site on site on a quarterly basis, providing health check to their systems, making sure that all the configurations are updated as per the best practice, and help them maintain the system. This has proved to be a very effective in terms of keeping the systems healthy and accordingly preventing the attacks from happening. Thank you. Thanks for your time.